Hello beautiful people and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I just wanted to do a fun comparing my pregnancy symptoms to old wives' tale gender predictions and see how accurate they are for this pregnancy at least. For those of you that don't know, this is my third child. It is indeed a girl, so I already know what the gender is, but I thought it would be fun to see how on point the wives' tales were. My first two kids are boys, 4 and just turned 3. So my first two babies were boys. This one's going to be a girl, so I've had both ends of the spectrum. So let's just hop right in. The first one is, they say that with boys you crave salty things more, and then with girls you crave more sweet things. And for me that's accurate, because with my boys all I wanted were french fries and burgers, specifically Portillo's french fries and burgers. At my old job that when I was pregnant with my first especially, it was like down the street from a Portillo's, and it was delicious. Okay, it tasted so good every time I had it. And then this time around I definitely craved more sweet things. I tried to eat more fruit to curb the craving a little bit, but those of you that are currently pregnant or have been pregnant before know that pregnancy cravings don't go away even if you try. So I do try to snack on fruit more to help with the craving the sweetness, but I also have been making a few more extra desserts lately, and I don't feel bad. It is what it is. The next one is nausea. So with boys you have lower nausea, and with girls you have higher nausea. I know every single pregnancy is different. There are women who have extreme nausea their entire pregnancy, and there are women who only have nausea during their first trimester, and then there's other women where it ebbs and flows. For me, I definitely had lower nausea with my boys. This pregnancy, it seemed like my nausea would never end. At least that's what it felt like to me. And then when I got past my first trimester, I was like, okay, I'm finally past it. There will still be days where I'm randomly nauseous. So this, at least for me, has been accurate with all my pregnancies. The next one, they say that with boys you tend to glow more, and then with girls you tend to have more breakouts, and for me that is very accurate. With my boys I just felt more confident, I guess you could say, and this time around I do not at all. My face is actually breaking out like a person going through puberty for the first time. Okay, it's not fun. It's finally starting to dwindle down, and I was reading that when you get closer to your third trimester it kind of starts to naturally do that. So I'm not sure if it's because I'll be 25 weeks tomorrow, so when you guys are watching this I'll be 25 weeks, or if it's because I changed my face wash, or maybe it's a combination of the two things. I don't know, but it was extreme breakouts. They were super big, super painful. It was not a fun time for me. Okay, not a fun time at all. And then the next one is that they say that if the heart rate is lower than 140, then you're having a boy, and if it's higher than 140, you're having a girl. So I don't remember what my heart rate was with my boys, honestly, because I wasn't super invested in it, I guess you could say. But I did just have a doctor's appointment this week, and her heart rate was 145 beats per minute, and it's been consistent around there for my visits, so I would say that this one is also accurate for me as well. So they say that if you naturally fall asleep on your left side, then you're having a boy, and if you naturally fall asleep on your right side, then you're having a girl. This one isn't true for me, I guess you could say, because I just naturally sleep on my left side. I used to be a stomach sleeper, but with pregnancies and breastfeeding and stuff, you can't really sleep on your stomach. So I just kind of converted to being a side sleeper, and it was my left side. So I slept on my left side for all my pregnancies, including this one. And I did read somewhere, I don't remember where, but they recommend that when you're pregnant you sleep on your left side because the blood circulates to your organs better, or something along those lines. But they say that when you're pregnant you should sleep on your left side anyway, but that's already how I naturally sleep, so that one doesn't really apply to me. The next one, it says that if you have a lower heartburn, you're having a boy. If you have higher heartburn, you're having a girl. I would say that my heartburn has been like mediocre-ish. Like I don't have it all the time, but I also, it's not like it's non-existent as well, if you know what I mean. And I would say with my boys, it would, I mean, like I said, I still have 15 weeks to go, but with my boys, I feel like it was a little more stronger, but I also think that's because I was eating like, you know, burgers and fries a little more often because of the salty cravings that I wanted versus this pregnancy. So I'm sure diet has a lot to do with it as well. But yeah, so my nausea is kind of, or not my nausea, my heartburn is kind of so-so. It ebbs and flows. So for nails, they say that if your nails are longer and strong, then you're having a boy, and if they're more short and brittle, then you're having a girl. I would say that is accurate for me. So this is the length of my nails right now, and that's not terrible. It's still pretty long, but with my boys, my nails were so long that like people thought I had acrylics on because that's how long and strong my nails were. They were like indestructible. And then this time around, this is actually, they've broken a few times on me. Even with taking my vitamins and stuff, they still have broken. So I would say that that one is true. The next one is headaches. So if you have a lot of headaches, you're having a boy. If you don't have a lot of headaches, you're having a girl. And I would say I'm in the I don't really have that many side of things. I've only had a few of them, and even then most of them are like super minor. It's not like they're migraines that take me out and I'm incapable of doing things. They're usually on the more mild side, which I'm thankful for. But yeah, I would say that one is accurate for me as well. Lower headaches, meaning you're having a girl. So the next one is foot growth. So they say that if your feet grow, you're having a boy. If your feet don't grow, you're having a girl. And I just have tiny feet. Like I said, this is my third time, my third child, and my feet didn't grow with my first two pregnancies, and they haven't grown yet with this one. I still have a decent amount of time left, but they haven't grown yet. I wear a size 6. I've always worn a size 6, sometimes 5.5, depending on the shoe, but usually 6. So my foot size has stayed pretty consistent, at least over here. And then the next one is cold feet. So if you have cold feet all the time, you're having a boy. If you don't have cold feet, or you're more on the warmer side, then you're having a girl. I am cold all the time. Like even the boys will be in the house and they'll be fine, and we'll have like the heat on. I'll have sweatpants and a hoodie and like socks and my slippers on, and I'll still be like, are you guys cold? No, just me? Okay. So I'm just a naturally cold person, so that one isn't accurate for me. The next one is the Chinese gender prediction chart. Have you guys ever looked at this? It's actually pretty cool if you think about it. So it goes by mother's age at conception and then the month of conception, and based on those two things, you kind of like to meet in the middle and then see what the gender would be based on those two things. For this pregnancy, 28 was the age, and then the month was June. So, and they say that with those two things it would be a girl, so it was accurate in this case, which I think is pretty cool. I have to go back and look and see what it was with my boys to see if that's also accurate as well. I'll have to go back and look and see, but I thought that it was pretty cool that for this pregnancy at least, the age in the month was accurate to what I am having. And then next one is partner's weight gain. So if your partner doesn't have any weight gain, then you're having a boy. If your partner does have weight gain, then you're having a girl. Kareem says that this is true. He says that he's gained weight this time around. I don't think he's gained weight. I think he looks perfectly fine. But he says that he's gained weight this time around. He definitely never, I don't remember him complaining about his weight for my second son, and then I think maybe my first one. But we were also just going out to eat a lot as well. So I think that just had more to do with that versus like the gender of the baby. But this time around, he says that he's gained weight, and it says that partners do that when you're having a girl. So I guess that one is accurate. And the last one is that if your mood is more mellow, then you're having a boy. And then if you are more moody, then you're having a girl. I think I'm pretty mellow, but I guess we'll have to ask the expert what he thinks. Hold, please. Do you want to say hi to the people? No? Okay, so for this pregnancy, do you think I've been more moody or more mellow?
Mellow.
Mellow? Oh, okay. Because I'm doing like a video where it like compares wives' tales versus like the gender you're having, and they say for girls you're more moody and for boys you're more mellow. Okay. So for me, it's the opposite. Thank you. The expert has spoken, so he said I was more mellow now and then more moody for my boys. So I guess I was the opposite for those, or for that gender prediction. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed me comparing my pregnancy symptoms to the old wives' tales that are out there, because some of them are pretty spot on, at least for me. Let me know if you guys have any accurate wives' tales when it comes to your gender down below. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.